The second map will be played on Odyssey. So that should be pretty exciting. Hoping for a better game, because Ben, in all honesty, after More against Puzzle, maybe we got a little bit spoiled, but that game was nowhere near of the same level.
No, that was not the same level. Mistakes on both sides. QXC's macro slipping, Targa making some suspect decisions. The last engagement from Targa was really kind of, it was bad. It was bad.
A lot of things were bad in that game, Ben. But then again, there are still two awesome players, so you never know. I mean, More vs. Puzzle game 1 was pretty, yeah, how to say, a little bit of a letdown as well. It's pretty disappointing. Game 2, however, was good, and Game 3 was epic. So I'm not giving up yet. This is our only TVZ of today, so these two guys have to step it up a notch.
Our next game is actually MC versus Jinro, so we got a TVP following.
I think
one
one day.
That right? Is that our next game?
Yeah, it's MC versus Jinro is our last game of the day, so that's going to be pretty epic as well.
Cool. I want to give another huge shout out to our chat. Sunday is like the most busy StarCraft day of the week, so I want to thank you guys very much for tuning in today, especially our subscribers. Much hugs and shouts and kisses and all those things for you guys.
Yes.
Especially Yak Attack, because I like saying Yak Attack.
I'll give a shout out to Chief O.
Yak Attack already missed Tomorrow versus Puzzle, but he can catch the VOD on the restream tomorrow or on YouTube, youtube.com/NAStarLeague.
If you're giving shoutouts, Ben, I want to give a shout out to Chief 0887, because 08 is like my nickname and I'm born in 87. Bam, Chief, you've got this.
Wow.
I want to meet that guy.
That's like a serious, like a legit connection.
Yeah, it is. Too bad you're disconnected from the chat, right? Or
no, I'm here. It just says, welcome, please check out the information section.
Cool.
And enjoy our broadcast.
I hope Chief heard that.
Right, well,
maybe Chief is my...
you just made a new friend.
Maybe he's like my long-lost brother.
It's like oh god, another Rotterdam. The world cannot handle more than one Rotterdam.
The day I find another Rotterdam, you're gone, Ben. You're out of You're out of my life.
Hello, I'm Rotterdam, and I'm joined by Rotterdam.
Oh,
today we cast StarCraft 2. Oh, thank you, Rotterdam. You're welcome, Rotterdam.
No, I would never call myself Rotterdam, you know that.
What would you call yourself?
Just Kevin? Rotti maybe, but not Rotterdam.
Well, that would not be nearly as funny as the scenario I laid out.
Your scenario was pretty funny. We see Targa once more going hedge first. By the way, guys, of course, I am keeping my eyes open regarding the build orders, but no need to give you guys every little detail, unless something remarkable happens.
Yep. Looks like a hatch first from Targa, and
out of the ordinary.
QXC is thus far gasless.
Something that baffles me.
Yeah, something that is. Oh wow!
Unintelligent.
We can't say that. That's like a little mean. We can't call something.
No, like our producer is giving us words to say.
Instead of saying silly, say unintelligent.
Yes, we're gonna make a lot of friends.
Targa, that was just an unintelligent mistake.
Yeah. And then he's like, you know what? That Skype call, forget about it. It's like, oh, why? That seems a little sheep-headed.
I was gonna work in sheep-headed.
Once more, QXC is going to put up a bunker over here. Marine in beautiful position.
By QXC. He's going to get a couple of drone kills this time.
I think one. He gets the couple. You and your couples, man.
Yep. That is more than one, less than three.
And this is pretty annoying for Targa, since his spawning pool was really quite late. He went for
he tried to cheat a little bit, and QXC is the kind of guy that's always going to send that early Marine forward. Even working on this Overlord. I like how he's left this one guy behind the bunker, so he's got a place to run back to with that second Marine. Right. So he's just going to continue to be super annoying.
Look at this guy, man. This is like, it's like, oh, Targa, that's not a fight you want to take.
Look, QXC is controlling so much space with like 225 minerals or whatever that cost.
How would you call this guy, man, who's just sitting here with a gun? And like he shoots everything that passes by.
That's very clearly Billy. That's the only.
Creep 2 more does get picked off as well. That's such a big pickup by QXC. Oh, poor Billy.
Queen on the high ground pokes Billy in the back of the skull, and he dies a horrendous death.
The bunker is almost up to the SCV. Oh, so close. 37 out of 40 seconds. However, QXC must be already more than just fine with the damage he dealt.
Yeah, he's killed 2 workers. He lost 3 SCVs though, trying to do this aggression.
He picked up a creep tumor as well. That's pretty big.
And just can continue to add barracks. Yeah.
Well, Ben, that was pretty demented. Erratic?
Now I have to figure out a way to work in minutia, but I don't know how I'm going to fit that one in.
Well, so far, man, this has been an engrossing game.
It's been a very seesaw day of StarCraft 2.
A seesaw?
Yeah, the gameplay has been vacillating.
This is getting
all right. We're having
too much
getting
fun.
a little too distracted with words.
Yes, I agree. Double Mew being called down straight away by QXC. After that, Orbital is up at his natural. Combat Shield being researched first, so he's getting Combat Shield before Stim. That's something a lot of Terran players like to do against Void Ray all in. I faced it a couple of times.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is indeed. I doubt that QXC is going to be facing that here.
Me too, but I just want to point it out there. Which I actually think is silly, because I really think Stim against Void Ray all-in is so much better than Combat Shield against Void Ray all-in. But that's a different matchup. I can save this argument for a different time.
We can save it for MC versus Jinro.
Do you think, how cool would it be if MC pulls off a Void Ray all-in? I'd actually be one of the happiest protesters alive.
Jinro would not be.
Jinro would hate it.
He would
And he
be so
hates
mad.
me for saying this already. I hope he's not watching. Jinro vs MC will be played live as well, by the way, guys. So basically 3 out of 4 games were live today. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. I want to say how much I like Targa's opening. He went with the gasless style, and against what QXC is doing, it is so incredibly good. Terrans have learned that you can build a third command center quickly to kind of punish Zerg's inability to really pressure a fast 3CC with a gasless opening. But that's not what QXC did. He just added more barracks, and he's kind of slowly moving towards what looks like some kind of a mid-game push. Targa is basically saturated on 2 bases now. He's got 3 hatcheries. Yeah. He's mining on all 4 gas. He's going to be in a brilliant position to crush any kind of mid-game aggression.
This is so much better for Targa in this game than it was in the previous game. I was just wondering, by the way, Ben, what time do you think it would be in Australia right now?
Wow, that's a good question.
That's
I have
really,
no
really
idea.
hard to guess.
We'll find out. We've got good men on it.
Bailing Nest being morphed in right now for Targa, same as his third hatchery. He's a little bit supply blocked, just now starting his Overlord, so that's the first real mistake that we can point out so far. Unless you want to call him losing those 2 drones early on in this game a mistake, but I wouldn't really necessarily call that a mistake.
Yeah, that was more the result of QXC's opening. QXC is starting to march forward with some Marines. Stim only halfway done. That's not going to be finished. Maybe he just wants to get some map control. But that Stim's not going to finish up anytime soon. And I don't think QXC's opening is going to work against what Targa's doing. He's getting his lair. He's on double Evo. We're almost certainly, well, it's Zergling Baneling. We might see Muta, but I'm feeling some Zergling Infestor here. So we just got the word that Australia is 18 hours ahead of California.
Or 4 hours behind, isn't that? Doesn't that make more sense?
6? Wait, 12.
Ben, focus on the game right now. A lot of Marines are coming in actually. Might actually force a cancel on this hatchery. We do have quite a few Banelings though. This is going to be a tricky moment.
Oh, and Catch is forced to cancel. But now Targa's going to surround these Marines, and
QXC picking the Banelings.
Very cute control.
So nice.
Making that a much more cost-effective exchange.
And almost once more. Wow. That was so good. QXC killed 6 Banelings, man.
Yep, and look at resources lost. Look how much closer it is now than it may have been had he not microed that so incredibly well. It is going to be a Mutalisk play out of Targa. So my feeling was off.
But this time he is going to get Baning speed a lot quicker, so that should help out just a little bit.
That was a big mistake in the previous game. I don't think he forgot. Well, I don't think he intentionally skipped it. I think it was forgotten.
A lot of creep tumors over here, and he doesn't want to lose all those, so he's going to try to deal with this. Look at QXC focusing down all these Banelings, man.
QXC's
impeccable
got some of the
control.
best micro in the business, Kev. It's just always really fun to watch. But some Marines being misrallied into these Zerglings is Medivacs as well is a little bit too much of a blunder to forgive. That was an expensive loss.
You're not allowed to use blunder anymore.
Oh, you're right. It was a lapse in not a lapse in judgment, producer. It was a lapse in proper gameplay.
Execution?
A lapse in execution. There you go. Well said.
Rotty helping out Bitter with English.
One of the synonyms for blunder is apparently boo-boo. QXC made a boo-boo.
And we were not allowed to say boo-boo. Oh, that's true. We see QXC picking off 2 Zerglings. And it'll sound like a watchtower. QXC still being really active. I love how active Targa is with his crypto mods, and I love even more how active QXC is in denying them.
Yep, he's really being very active around the map, just in general. Ling, oh, now there's Mutas here though, so this entire force is going to clean up. Those Medivacs are going to have to retreat.
Losing 3 Mutalisk? I think that was so far worth it. If he doesn't
kills
lose
3 Medivacs, it's not worth it at all.
He's not going to kill 3, but he might kill 2. Or maybe he will kill 3. You want to bet? I think he will kill only 2.
I think he'll only kill 1. Nope, 2 and 3.
Should have taken the bet.
And an SCV. And all of a sudden, it's looking kind of bad for QXC. These Mutas have no anti-air to have to deal with. They're just going to have free reign. So 6 SCV kills there for Targa. 7 even, 8 even. Wow, Targa.
Yeah, but he's going to end up losing quite a few meters. Like, he lost 1 already. He's going to lose 1 more. He's going to end up losing all of them.
Why does he always do this?
Yeah.
He groups his mutas with the Zerglings, and so when the Zerglings move, the mutas move to them.
So he has them double group?
Yes.
You think so?
I
don't see them.
Almost certain of it.
He has mutas in group 2.
Then I don't know why else they would have done that.
Neither.
That was weird.
Nevertheless, Targa is still up 30 supply and is playing a really, really good game. This is the complete opposite of the previous game. Now Targa has all the map
he's
control.
got all the control. He's doing everything right. QXC's made a couple of mistakes here, but mostly I think this is a product of QXC's opening. It was an old, no longer really viable opening, and Targa's.
Look at all this Banix, man.
Really
They're rolling.
Yep. Kind of Demaga style. Bailey's going to come rolling in. Zergling's going to surround everything.
The Zerglings are basically dropping the...
Move your legs! Targa. And now
Bailey's getting really close.
God, those detonations. Those detonations. Targa going to clean up QXC in game number 2. A couple of tanks going to try to siege up and save the day, but it really makes no difference. QXC down below 100 supply. And Targa
all over the place.
just kills
I want to see it,
everything.
Ben. Beautiful. Zerg art.
We saw it, but they didn't because they were looking at one-armed flexing Targa.
Wow, our producer really dropped the ball on that one. But guys...
Not the producer, Elliot.
Yeah. The NASL sound guy.
Way to fail, Elliot.
Our switcher.
Emmett.
No,
Way to drop the ball, Emmett.
But Ben, the good thing is we can pick this as one of our favorite moments. So
and we can highlight it again tomorrow.
Actually,
Wednesday,
maybe we could have instant replayed it, but now it's too late for that.
We can't because his feet are up on the desk. He's like smoking. Look at this. I wish we could put a camera on. He's got his hands behind his head. His feet are up on the table.
Man,
right.
I think this is the last Sunday that we'll be working.
Now the producer's going to drop the hammer.
Producer's all right, switcher guy.
All right.
It's time to step it up. But in all seriousness, man, super game by Targa. So much better than game 1. I think he did pretty much everything right. He didn't take a fight that he couldn't win. Maybe a few times he lost 1 or 2 mutas too many. Like even the fight that he was going to win anyway, he flew in with 6 mutalisks. But QXC, the only thing he was focused on was killing a few mutas, and he took out 3 mutalisks. 3 mutalisks that should have never fell.
QXC micros really well.
His focus fire, man. His mouse control must be so good. I would actually love to feel QXC's mouse and feel his sensitivity, whether it's really quick or really low, because he clicks units so incredibly quick and really accurate. You never see him move command, so it's probably always attack, move, click, attack, move, click.
That part of his play is what has always made me a QXC fan, and I feel like you can see just in like his choice of builds, the fact that maybe he's not completely up to date with the metagame. Maybe I don't know. I feel like that was a really just like an old school build. It doesn't really. That was 1 racks expand into like 4 racks.
Combat shield, stim.
Yeah, I don't feel like we've seen that at a really high level in a while. But anyway, we've been talking a little bit too long. That game was brought to you guys by iBuyPower. The PCs that power the North American Star League. Check them out at ibuypower.com. Don't go anywhere. Final game between QXC and Targa after this.